gutta!
Skål! Skål!
Hello and welcome back for another edition of Tipsy Wednesday. With us, as usual, our host and editor, Björn.
Greetings!
And our host, in-house villain and self-proclaimed cultured man, Junior.
Hello there.
Last but not least, our host, social media manager and video editor, Thomas.
Hello.
Down there.
Well, fuck.
Why are you fucking?
Because he made a mistake.
Yeah,
The
we do it
pointy
all the
bit.
time. The pointy bit. Yeah, it's
Pointy.
like mirrored, so...
To do the mirroring right, yeah, you have to watch on my cam, basically, don't you?
Yeah, I'll just avoid pointing. That's the safest bet.
But it's fun pointing.
Yeah, you're pointing too far.
Too far.
Fingers off the screen. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There.
Yeah.
So, what are we...
Anyways,
about today?
social medias. I just have to log into them. Shall we see? There we are. I posted the alpha male test and a little chart we had that explained everything you can be.
All right, that's right.
On our Facebook page. Don't know if anyone's taken it yet. No one's posted anything, but a lot of people have seen the post at the very least. Should ask if they what people got, perhaps. But that's about the only thing I posted on Facebook. Yeah. However, I stay optimistic about the email, so let's go and check that out.
Okay.
Yeah, probably nothing, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think the email is like the least likely to get any response. Isn't it much easier to just ask something through Discord or Facebook or some other means?
It probably is, but we have the email, so I have to check
Yeah,
it. And we had only one, and I think that's a bot that has heard our tunes.
Ah, yeah, sure.
And we don't have many tunes in our podcast.
We have an intro tune.
We have an intro tune, and we
But,
didn't make it.
So,
Today's topics. Actually, I'll address the third topic first. Christmas.
Oh,
It's not
yeah.
just... it's a couple of months away, but we're taking a little vacation this Christmas.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Let's call it this season is over. Like season 2 of Tipsy will start up in January. Oops.
we got a even higher production value in season 2.
We go out and promise that from now. I don't think.
No. But where the hell? Yeah, like our last episodes will be, I think, 22nd of December. Yeah, because our recording will be the 19th. That's when
Yeah.
we record, and it's released the 22nd. And then we're not back again until January the 5th, I think. Yes, that should be about right. No?
Depends when we get the recordings. No, because we won't be able to record for New Year's.
No, that's right. We're gonna be back 12th of January. Yeah. That should
Sounds
be right.
about right.
Yeah. So there'll be a couple of weeks, 3 weeks without any new releases there, but
Yeah, it's kind of a natural transition as well. Like season 1 finale ending around New Year's, and we're considering, or actually it's already been decided that we'll be changing our hosting site. Like technically, like hopefully there won't be any changes for the whatever
Listeners?
podcast app you're listening to. As for the listeners, it hopefully will transition well.
Yep. Mainly it's to make things easier for us. And the listeners, because we'll be splitting kind of Ukesnytt and Tipsy on
that's
separate,
right.
like they will register as two separate podcasts instead of...
because now it's kind of...
Mixed.
people get kind of confused if it's like one Norwegian version and one English version, but it's basically the same podcast, which isn't the case. We don't like translate the one episode to English and vice versa, or vice versa. It's like
No,
two different. So
they're basically two separate
two originals,
podcasts.
actually, yeah.
Of course, once in a while we do retell one story from one podcast on the other if it fits the narrative, but other than that, it's usually separate content.
Yeah.
So
And
if
it's
you really
more,
want the full experience, you need to learn Norwegian.
Wow, that's a tall order for...
No, they don't, but but that's one reason we're changing. And the other reason why we're taking a break is because, of course, Christmas, family time, New Year's, I will be working a lot this Christmas, so it would be hard to find the time to match up everything.
Yeah, so it's in practice really hard to like get any recording done this Christmas. So
and I suppose you won't be home that much this Christmas either, Björn?
No. Exactly. Yeah. So.
And I don't know what Junior's plans are, but
to get drunk.
To get drunk.
Yeah. So Junior will be shit-faced this Christmas. So we need a couple of weeks off there just to enjoy life outside of work and stuff, and just to come back refreshed in January with a new hosting site up and running, hopefully, and
it will be fine. It will be good.
Yeah, and hopefully we can stock up on some topics during the Christmas break.
Starting off after New Year's with
a banger.
I was about to say that. What is that? Like, is that even the right word to say?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, no discussion here. It's a bang.
Okay.
Oh no, I have
Start
to
with a banger.
Enlarge you a bit there, Björn. There we go.
Well, thank you.
Actually, I'll need to do it a bit more. There we go.
Wait. That might be an insult. You need to make me bigger. Am I not big enough for you, Thomas?
No, you're not. You're not.
Oh.
I was just looking at the screen for the YouTube edition, and I noticed your picture weren't all the way to the side there.
But now you're...
I wasn't big enough.
Not big enough.
Okay.
Maybe I'll come join you. Hello, boys!
What?
Well, what is the sensitive thing?
Hey!
I feel so sorry for our audio listeners.
Relax, Junior, relax.
For our audio listeners, he's moving himself around on the camera, so it's just like the power of the video editor is just doing his magic.
Yeah. Please do follow us on YouTube. It's called Tipsy Wednesday Podcast.
Where we actually film ourselves.
Yeah, it's the exact same podcast, but you can see what we're doing.
Yeah.
And earlier we did do some skits before the episodes.
Oh yeah.
And for those who are watching on YouTube, the skits are not forgotten, they are not ended, just having a little break to come up with some ideas to work with. So, yeah.
How is our YouTube doing anyways? I haven't watched these...
Hold on. Huh? Speaking of skits, I got this topic that I just wrote. Because this weekend I was getting drunk at a party.
Okay,
Understand?
as you tend to do, yeah.
Yeah. And then it's a really small time party with a lot of old time friends or acquaintances, right?
The best kind, I think, yeah? Okay.
No, not the best kind, but
What?
no,
Okay.
it's not. But one of the guys there looked me in the eyes and said, "What the fuck are you guys doing with wigs and shit?" And I was like, yeah, because Thomas is kind of tagging everybody at Facebook.
Yeah.
And he's my Facebook friend, so he saw that we are wearing wigs, or Thomas, of course, is wearing wigs, and he's just like, "What the fuck are you guys doing in life?"
So I suppose you haven't listened to or watched any of our content then?
I do not think so. I said,
What? Okay, what did you say?
yeah, we make our own fun.
Didn't you take that opportunity to sell our podcast? What?
It's the best opportunity, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, my bad. I should really have said. I think I asked him if he had listened to it, but I cannot remember what he answered me.
No, because you were too drunk.
No. No such thing as too drunk.
Well,
But you don't remember because you were drunk, though.
I think so, but I
Yeah.
I do not think he listens to it. I couldn't ask him next time I see him. I don't know.
Well,
What
so
did you
is
say
he
about
he sees all this random content and he doesn't bother reading what it says or clicking on the links
Yeah,
or nothing?
Yeah.
Well, then it's his loss. His loss.
Yeah, it is his loss because if some of my friends were just letting this out, I would be curious. Understand?
yeah, eventually his curiosity just might lead him into here, yeah.
Yeah. But
We just have to do a lot of fucked up shit and post it everywhere.
no, because don't you think this could have an infection at work? Or if
An
you try,
effect, not an affection. Affection, that's, yeah.
an effect at work.
On work?
Yeah, if you're trying to apply for new work, and they go through your Facebook history, and they see all this shit.
Yeah, well, Björn managed just fine.
Yeah, he did.
Well, I think you should be able to answer it like fairly calmly, I guess.
That's no problem. We're doing a podcast. We have a YouTube channel. We do content for it, and we get tagged
we
in the
try
content.
to at least. So
yeah, but that is not something you get asked in a job interview. Just like, what the fuck is this? This is something that people look up after the job interview and is like, what?
Yeah, but then I'm lucky because my Facebook profile is locked, so only my friends can see what's on my wall and stuff. So
no. Exclusive Thomas. Ooh.
Yeah. Why? Shouldn't you be able to let the whole world see?
no.
Now that you're now famously known.
Yeah, famously known.
The whole world can see our Facebook page for the podcast, Tipsy Wednesday. But my private Facebook profile, no. I don't use it anyway.
Yeah, me neither, actually. I just
It's
use
just
it to
there.
post our episodes announcements
Yeah.
on the Tipsy Wednesday Facebook page. So
That's basically what I do as well. I just use my Facebook to write stuff in the Facebook group for the podcast.
that's like the thing. I never had I don't think, at least, I ever had a social media addiction of any kind. Or at least, perhaps I've deliberately, like, stayed out of it, because it hasn't really interested me. It's like,
No, but
I'm not...
no, because you're a fucking Sigma.
Yeah, okay, right. That's
Yeah.
why
Yeah, you're a fucking Sigma man, so you don't care, and you get
Yes.
your social media through your fucking video games.
Yeah, didn't we establish the fact that me and Thomas were based on the internet test? We're Sigmas and you're the Alpha, based on
Yeah.
the internet test.
Alpha!
Do you have more interests in social media stuffs then?
You see me post a lot of things on my social media.
I've seen you post because you've recently made, fairly recently made an Instagram, and I see you post your mountain trip pictures over there.
Yeah, but that is because my Instagram is linked to Tinder.
So it's good commercial for yourself.
Yeah.
It's good advertising.
Yeah, and that is what I've usually, if I post something on Facebook, I do it with the story shit, and that is commercial. You need to commercialize for yourself.
Advertise.
Yeah, and make an image, right?
Okay. Fair enough.
Because if you're on Tinder, you can look up their Facebook to get more information about the girl, right? And I guess they
or
do
the
this,
guy in your case.
or the guy. I guess they do the same. If I am doing it, they can do it as well. Understand?
Yeah.
And then it's kind of important that there is something, just more information about yourself, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Good advertisement. And then they
Okay.
see all this fucking shit I'm getting tagged in, and they've like, ugh.
They bail out. It's like, ooh, what the fuck?
Is it
Podcast?
my Facebook page didn't used to be private, but at some point I had a million friends. Oh, not really, but I had like many hundreds, hundreds of friends. People I didn't stay in touch with over time and stuff. And at one point I decided, fuck, I need to just get rid of all the excess people.
Yeah.
So I started deleting them.
Why though?
Because I don't keep in touch one way or
Because
the other. We don't.
his threshold to add or keep someone as a friend on Facebook might differ from a lot of other people's threshold for keeping friends.
I basically didn't need a lot of random people I'd added over the years that I didn't stay in touch with. So I got rid of them. Or a lot of them. And then a lot of people started adding me to Facebook. And I got so tired of it because it was people I had just briefly met or something. And I was like, fuck this. So now every time someone tries to add me, I just go through my friends list and see who I can get rid of. Instead.
Yeah, but why? I understand.
Because he likes to keep it tidy, and the friends on... Because
aren't they posting so much that they are flooding your Facebook?
No, I don't use my Facebook anyways. But I don't need a lot of random people there.
I think he just likes to keep it tidy and only keep the closest or best friends or whatever on there. Not just the random 1 or 2 encounters with a certain person on as a friend on Facebook.
I have close friends, colleagues, family, and people I regularly stay in touch with. Or people I at least see once in a while. And the obligatory people from back home.
Yeah.
The people we grew up with, who I don't stay in touch with, but I feel like obligated to have them there. But other than that, I don't bother having a lot of...
That is
random
kind
people.
of your mistake now, because now we need a lot of people on Facebook to see our podcast, right?
That's why I
For
tagged the two of you.
advertising reasons.
Yeah,
I need to start adding people for advertisement.
No, people should add you, and you're like, just let them watch this, right?
Yeah, they can watch this without adding me on Facebook.
Yeah,
But it's
on
easier.
YouTube. The link is in the description.
It is.
Well, you're just blah blah blah.
Yeah. Do I know this friend of yours?
Yeah.
By any chance? Yeah. Must be an asshole. Don't listen to our podcast.
What?
If it's someone we all know and doesn't listen to our podcast, then fuck him. He knows nothing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Anyways. So, back this summer, I cut my son's hair. He wanted the man bun hairstyle thing.
Oh no.
So I made that happen.
Okay.
And he used I want to say ponytail, but the man bun. But the front of his hair was a little too short, so it didn't stick in the in the bun back, because all the hair didn't go all the way back. So we agreed on, we should do something else with your hair and just let it grow more. And so it's done over the course of time. I have regularly cut the hair on the side and back of his head, so that was like only a millimeter of hair, and he had long hair on top. Then he came to me today, and his grandfather had forced him to the hairdresser to cut his hair. And oh my god, the hair was so bad.
Okay.
Because it basically was the same hair as he had, but it was cut short, so too short to like have in a man bun. But it was still too long to kind of look good in just a natural state. Also, it looked kind of, when it just wasn't a natural state, it looked like they had put like this cup on his head and just cut around it.
Do the bowl
like
cut.
The bowl cut, yeah.
Okay.
So I told my son when he got to this, he called me and was like, Daddy, I need to show you something. Can I come down? And I was like, yeah, sure, come down. And he came and he showed off this, is it the RC car, it's called?
Like a small...
Yeah.
Okay.
Which had a camera on it, so you could film while driving around with it and stuff. And then I noticed his hair.
Oh.
And I was like...
Because he wanted to show you his RC car.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he wanted to show you his hair.
No.
Okay.
But I noticed his hair, and I was like, what the fuck happened to your head, boy? And he was like, oh, Granddad told me we had to cut it. And I was like, yeah, but if you're going to cut it, you really should cut it, not do like half-measured bowl cuts. It looks bad. You can't show yourself outside like that. You need to go back to a hairdresser and fix it. I do not I condemn this hairstyle.
It was some half-assed kind of hairdo
Probably
job.
not, but I just no. It looked so bad. Holy fuck! I don't like the.
I would like to ask for a picture, but it's like
I will not be.
Let's just take your word for it. Yep.
So I sent his mother an SMS like, "What the fuck has happened to the boy's hair? Have you seen this? He's not allowed to go outside until this is fixed."
Oh, how old is he again? 9, 10?
9.
Yeah.
And I followed him back home, and his mother was like, "Can I have a word with you outside?" And I'm like, "Sure, but I don't have too much time. I have to go home and do the podcast." And she was
Isn't
like,
he approaching the age where it's like really important to be cool and such?
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyways, we went outside. She closed the door and was like, "What's the deal with this text?" And I was like, "Have you seen his fucking hair? He can't go outside like this. He needs to cut it more, or he shouldn't have cut it at all."
Well, didn't she agree on it?
And she was like, "He had to cut the hair. His teacher sent me an SMS. His hair gets in the way when he's reading in class, because he doesn't wear it tied up in the man bun at school like he should do. So all the hair just went in front of his eyes, and he used so much time just to get the hair out of his eyes all the time while reading. So that's the reason why he needed to get his hair cut." But I said, "Yeah, but if you're going to cut his hair, cut it a lot shorter. It can't be like a half measurement between something that looks good and the
Long
man
hair,
bun
yeah.
and the long hair where you can use have a man bun or a ponytail or whatever. Like, he needs it a lot shorter. So I hope she'll fix it till he comes here tomorrow actually, at the day of the release of this episode. If
Okay.
not, I will just take my hair cutter and just go over his head, and he'll have like a centimeter left when I'm done with him.
Okay.
Yeah, but does it really look that bad, or is it your opinion?
Well, of course, it's his opinion, but
Yeah.
It is my opinion, of course, but I'll ask you this, and not many people will actually get to watch this, but what do
Okay,
you
so you're gonna send us a picture?
yeah, I've
where we're
I've
just
sent it
gonna-
before. What do you think of this hairstyle? Because it looks
Oh,
kind of
that
like that.
hairstyle. That's the typical bowl cut, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
real typical bowl cut.
No.
No, I kind of felt like this. I'll post a picture up on Facebook, actually.
Well, okay.
So, when he came looking like that, I was like, what the fuck? We need to do something about this right fucking now. But as we record on Sundays, the hairdresser isn't open or nothing, so it is what it is, but
Yep.
it needs to get fixed. ASAP. I'm just saying. It's not a problem for me, though I don't have hair.
Yeah, you have a really easy hairdo.
Yeah. Walk into the shower, wash, get out, and oh, it's all dry. Easy. It's easy being bald.
Easy
like
peasy.
that. But yeah. Also, I read in the papers. It's 2 weeks now. We didn't use this topic last week, so I really need to try to recall what it was about. But racism in the USA.
I think, yeah.
The article said it's worse now than it used to be, like way back when.
Okay,
because-
the article. What was this based off of? A certain thing, or just some, what's it called? Some research of some kind, or what was?
No, I don't think it was a research article. I think more it was like where
Opinion piece.
Yeah, opinion piece basically.
Hmm.
That said that like that the racism is worse now in the US due to all the political correctness and Black Lives Matter and LGBTQ stuff and everything is just piling up, and it's becoming too much of everything. So people are now kind of hating more on black people and other races than they used to.
Well, I
Right.
think it's certainly become sort of a hyper focus areas of topics. So
Yeah,
it's all like always shoved in people's faces, the
So-
topics in question. So
So I don't know if there's actually more racism now, but it surely is more awareness around it at the very
yeah,
least.
awareness to the point of it's always shoved into your face.
Yeah.
Always. So
Because now you have the Black Lives Matters movement and warriors, and you have the opposite side, which kind of seem a lot more racist now than they used to. Because the cultures kind of crash more now than when it wasn't a thing. Like I used to think life were fairly good for all races some years back. Like didn't hear much of it. Like people certainly have lead roles in movies and everything. And, like I thought, life is moving on. Of course, there will always be some racism towards people, and there will always be some Nazis or neo-Nazis or whatever walking around. But I think the political correctness we're in now just enhances everyone. Like they're not walking quietly around anymore. Everyone is trying to get their say in everything now.
yeah, well, as we were talked off cam earlier, like if we look back to the 50 years ago, 60, 70 years ago, there wasn't anything called racism towards black people. There wasn't Black Lives Matter. Like the black people sat at the back of the bus because it was like, it didn't classify as racism. It is, but it just wasn't awareness around it. It was just the standard back then. So, and now we're in a time where that's the hyper focus with good intentions, always good intentions, but it is so hyper-focused that it is always shoved in people's faces, and it gets exhausting trying to just please everyone. You might have a slip of the tongue unintentionally, and someone rages at you or someone because of it, while there were never any bad intentions. So it's all...
Yeah, but you say 60 years ago and so, and if you go back to the 30s and you had the Rosa Parks incident and whatnot, like, of course it's racism, because the white people kind of looked at themselves like the Übermensch.
Yeah.
The idea that Hitler took to heart and marched on with.
Yep.
And I think the same thing applied to the US back then as well, when they had black people couldn't use every store, and like it was whites only and black only cafes and whatnot, and sit back in the bus and in the front of the bus and whatever. Then you're looking at them like they're not, or they're less than us, and that of course isn't good. But now I think the politically correctness and everything is kind of making more people into racists in a way, because people get fed up, and it feels like they're trying to push the white man down just for the sins of what white men did like 100 years ago, 80 years ago, and how things worked back then. Yeah.
I think nowadays there's more tendencies to... There's less of a middle ground. The left and right side are more extreme. They're further apart than they've ever been. So either you're very one side or you're very much the other side. There's even less of a middle ground because there's a hyper focus of either you're a bloody racist or you're a super focused, super politically correct individual. It's like there's no middle ground. I get the impression of this, at least.
Yeah, I get the impression that you're either with us or against us.
There's no sort of like, I try to be the middle of racist and not racist. I'm not saying that, but like, I don't have a hyper focus in either opinions. It's like I try to be just neutral. I try to be a good person, but I don't have any super left or right wing opinions, to just put it that way. It's like I try to be in the middle ground, but it's like seemingly impossible in today's
there is no
society.
Middle ground.
Apparently there isn't a middle ground. You're either one side or the other.
Because I can say the same. I try to like stick neutral and be on the middle ground. Like generally in life, the only place this really bursts the bubble is when it comes to today's entertainment.
Oh yeah, you've been very vocal about
I'll probably am more right-leaning on that part. Not because I have anything against black people or transgender people, but it's just too much. The focus have changed so much in entertainment that it's too much of it.
Yeah, but that's kind of where to start. Because entertainment is the main... We consume a lot of entertainment, right? And that is a kind of a marketing trick or something like that.
But they're destroying so much things. Like I heard, I haven't seen the latest James Bond yet, but I heard he's super soft, and the women take like more of a center stance in that movie, and he even cries in the movie and has a lot of feelings. And
in the newest movie,
in the newest movie, No Time to Die.
Called? Yeah.
Of course I will watch it, but that just isn't James Bond, dude. And they're always talking about they need a James Bond, the new James Bond need to represent today's entertainment and today's values and whatnot. And okay, some of the things that happened back in the 60s Bond and 70s Bond and stuff might not float very well today or fly today. But I think very much the Pierce Brosnan era, like the late 90s, early 2000 200s, 2000s. Like, there you had strong females as well, and you didn't shit on Bond in the process. So I think we should stick, like, around the Brosnan Bond going forward. But enough of that, we talked about Bond earlier.
Yeah, but I kind of fathom that people say that America is racist.
You cannot fathom that people
The
say that
country is made up of immigrants, basically.
Yeah, but they're saying they had a black president for 8 years. But it's like the pinnacle of power, and he was black. And you say that more than 50% of America is racist, but how did he get elected then? If America were truly a racist country, they would never have elected a black president.
No, that's true.
I just think that especially in countries like America, the either side of the coin is very extreme.
Yeah.
That's just the case. So the ones that are racist in America are like super racist. It's like there's no middle ground, even lesser in America than a lot of other countries. For some reason, my opinion, uneducated opinion.
But
for some reason that's what I think. But okay.
Yeah, but are Norway a racist country because we do not have a black president or minister, head of state?
I think it's called Prime Minister.
Prime Minister.
Yeah. We have a democracy with a Prime Minister. Yeah. I think there's racism in every country. You just can't escape it. So if we were to say that in Norway we don't have racism, that would be just an ignorant, because of course there's this person with his or her super racist opinions everywhere.
But I feel like all the focus is on the wrong places. You need.
How so?
We do have racist countries. Like, Russia is pretty racist. Japan is extremely racist.
Not so much if you're white.
Yeah, but they are racist because you're from the Western. And like, why aren't we speaking to Muslim about gay rights?
All right, yeah. If you on that side of the coin,
Yeah, and they keep yelling about USA and Norway. We need to do better, but no, we need to go in the route.
Because isn't it like in the religion of Islam? Isn't it illegal to be gay?
Yeah, they get stoned or burned.
Stoned to death. That's the death penalty. If you're gay in an Islamic country, you get stoned to death. Okay, yeah. I see what you mean by focusing in the wrong places.
Yeah, why do we need to change the Western country or the Western values? I think it's pretty good here.
It is, but in Norway we have...
we can always improve, but yes, the focus...
Norway
perhaps
have a lot of...
forget the places where it's really bad. So
Norway has a lot of issues with a lot of things, or not issues, but we prioritize wrong. But that's mostly when it comes to climate and where we import and sell certain goods like power and stuff. Like, Norway can't save the world by cutting out a small part of the industry because of CO2 gases or whatever.
No, but we can save the world by fucking ruining China.
By what?
By invading China.
Who the fuck is going to invade China? No one.
Invade.
No one invade.
That is the main solution. I can feel this. The green power. We need to stop China with our T-42s.
Yeah, no. But speaking of China, Did you see their new or did you read about their new missile?
No.
No.
China's new missile, like
Yeah.
a rocket weapon missile.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And now I'm
no,
getting ahead of
haven't-
myself because I wasn't finished with racism.
What? What? When you started? Okay,
Yeah,
forget
yeah,
the
yeah.
missile. What were you going to say about racism? Last.
No, last thing, it's about Netflix. Did you read about the mass, or the people who quit or protest against Netflix, like employees?
No.
Yes, it does.
No. Yeah, because Netflix has this new show from Dave Chappelle. He does some stand-up,
Okay. Okay.
and he do some jokes about trans people
Okay. Okay.
and people who don't identify as a certain gender. Whereas he have a joke about like everyone is a defined gender because every human needs to come through a woman's through a woman's pussy.
Yeah.
And then there were some trans people or something that wanted Netflix to take down this show, cancel it, cancel culture, and they started protesting. And this was the employees. And luckily, Netflix has said they will not be taking down the show. And this is one of the problems with racism. Like, where do we put the boundaries?
Where do we draw the line?
Yeah,
But this is not
Where-
a.
because
Like,
this
where
isn't-
do we draw the line where the minority gets to decide, gets to have a final say in something? Like, if we grant every minority, like, I would like to think that transgender people, gay people, I don't know, the minority, if we grant people power. Holy shit, it sounds like it's about to get super racist here. I'm just saying,
No,
if we try to please every person in the world, we'll end up with a society where we can't say or do anything that is outside something super neutral. Like, we will just like try to narrow everything down into a super neutral middle way where like almost everything is illegal to say, think, and act upon.
This is not the problem with racism. The problem is about censoring. Right?
Censorship. Yeah, if
Yeah.
you take down this Dave Chappelle show,
Yeah.
that would be censorship of some kind, yeah?
Yeah, that is truly censorship. And that is very terrifying because that is how communism keep power, right?
yeah, propaganda and like
And censoring. That is the
and
main
censoring, yeah.
that is the main weapon they got against enlightenment. You understand? Because you keep
Yeah.
the population censored, like North Korea.
Mhm.
They do not know
Yeah.
anything better because that is what they get fed.
Did we talk about the Squid Game censorship, North
Yeah.
Korea propaganda in Tipsy or in...
Yeah, that was in Tipsy last week, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but that is a very common thing, and that is very scary to do in real life with censoring. What if a textbook said something that people didn't like? And we, like, oh, this is racist, this is blah, blah, blah. You understand? Like, a man, he got a penis when he's born. Oh, fuck. I do not like that opinion.
Let's censor it. Let's remove that info.
But that's not an opinion, that's a fucking fact.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but okay. It is a fact, to my knowledge, it is a fact that correct me on this name, but in China, Tiananmen Square, there was a
fuck,
protest.
do you want us to get nuked?
There was a protest, and the Chinese government marched their tanks and ran over a student with their tanks. With a tank.
Yeah,
Because he refused to budge. And this, to my knowledge, is fact. But China has chosen to remove this fact.
yeah.
There's a lot of people in China who doesn't know this.
No, because it's
Because
censored.
China removed that fact. They censored it. Because, no, that's bad. We don't
but
want this knowledge to get out. We don't want this.
Yeah, but they did not only just run him over; they shot about 100 people.
Okay, yeah.
They opened fire. Yeah, it's
But that's
quite...
not the main, like, image of that. That's the
because
our textbooks from our middle school, it's the infamous picture of this man standing in front of this tank and about to get run over, and he did get run over, and apparently a lot of people got shot as well. So
yeah, but
you had witnesses, right?
yeah,
yeah, but do you know?
nowadays, it's just mind-boggling. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but do you know that China censored the phone from looking it up?
censored the phone.
Yeah, a China company-made phone. You could not search up Tiananmen Square or Free Tibet or something like that.
Yeah, they have a lot of restrictions on the internet in China. Like you can't use
No,
Facebook.
not on the internet. But a regular phone, let's say, it was not the One or the Huawei. It was another company.
It was some brand of phone.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
And
Finland.
this phone had built-in censorship
Yeah,
in the
and
phone. Okay.
yeah, and it was a phone that was sold worldwidely.
Yeah. I heard some of their newer phones as well are including the Chinese can opt to censor your phone if you own certain models of the Huawei and a couple of other Chinese phones. OnePlus is excluded from this list. Thank fucking God.
Yeah, thank God. Yeah, but
So
this is-
can we conclude that information and entertainment can be edgy, one side or another, but it should be available, lest we get censored from things like Tiananmen Square or Dave Chappelle's newest show?
you shouldn't censor anything, is my opinion.
No,
But you should-
shouldn't.
But you should keep a warning or something like that, because yeah. And,
Yeah.
But we do have something that is banned, right? Something that's rightfully illegal.
Yeah, but
Like
that's
documentaries about murder and gore and everything. Yeah, that is
Child pornography. That's like the prime example. You just
Yeah.
like, oh, this should be available. Post it on YouTube.
No.
Child porn. No, that's no.
Yeah, but Germany is like a real fucking country, right? And they do
I would
censor.
like to think Germany is a real country. Yeah.
Yeah, but they keep censoring everything about the World War.
Really? I've
Yeah.
heard that Germany is like hyper focused on educating about what Germany as a country did in the war. And
Yeah,
what...
but anything that has to do with swastikas or something like that gets censored in the media.
Oh,
And
okay.
the Iron
Like
Cross.
these very symbol.
Yeah, the very symbol. It's so super
okay.
rigid that you cannot. They cannot play Castle Wolfenstein.
Because that's a game where you fight the Nazi forces as a soldier, and in that game there are swastikas.
Yeah.
So
And-
you
and
can't play that game uncensored in Germany.
I don't think you can play it at all.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they
Wow.
do not have a version of it. That is taking things too far.
And as we said, you can joke about anything, as long as it's a joke, right?
Unless it's porn, child porn.
Oh, well, haven't we joked about that yet?
I think
No.
does this sound like a super unpopular opinion? But you can joke about child porn as well.
I don't know, but we've said...
If the joke is good enough, you can joke that a Catholic priest did some bad things against children, because that's a fucking fact. Jesus. No, not Jesus. Damn.
I love those jokes, and there's a lot of them out there. But yeah, I think you can joke about anything, as long as it's a joke and not intended to do harm or something. I do understand some jokes may offend, but come on, if you don't like it, don't watch the show.
There will always be.
case.
If we try to make a society where nobody is offended, we'll end up with a society where you have to you have to be so careful about everything you say and do, unless it could be interpreted mildly offensive in some way to someone around you.
Everything or anything can be offensive to someone.
Stop! But
What's-
you're looking at this too big of a lens. You understand?
Okay, give us a narrower lens then. What's your take?
Cannot joke about anything if it's your mate or something like that. You understand?
You can joke about anything if it's your mate.
No, you can't.
Why
If
can't
you're because something is really personal. If you said like, "Oh, Eatus the fetus," if your mate has tried to get a child with his girlfriend for a very long time, and she's
And you make some dead child joke or something?
and she has still born. You understand? Because
Yeah,
you
sure.
as a
Well,
because you
I
as
think you as a person have to feel if it's in bad taste. Or
but it is in bad taste because you know the person that you're telling the joke to, and you know his history, right? And that is
Okay.
where you draw the line. If I tell a random joke to a random lot of people, I could not have that knowledge. You understand? And that is
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm not like, oh shit, did you toss the dead baby at the wall? How many dead babies do you need to paint the wall? That is not something you tell a joke
Depends
about.
how hard you toss them.
Yeah,
Like, fucking hell. Or
Or,
like a cancer joke, right? If you tell a cancer joke to your mate, he could laugh of it. But if you tell a cancer joke to a large audience, there would be surely someone in that audience who has lost someone dear to them due to cancer.
But surely, when a stand-up comedian comes out with a new show, you have some knowledge about what kind of comedy that stand-up comedian do, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
but then you
So-
cannot
so
feel
if you
offended.
go
You don't go to a Jim Jeffries show and expect flowers and no sex jokes and nothing. Like, there's a lot of them in his shows.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
if you go to especially stand-up shows, like without knowing anything about the type of person this comedian is, or the type of comedy that person does, it is your fault if you get offended by
but-
his or her jokes.
Yeah, but you do not have to be offended either. You can say to your mate that was not funny, and then you just move on life. It was not
Oh,
a funny
well.
joke.
Yeah, no, normal people will do that, but today you don't have the middle ground option anymore, right? But
Like if I was at a stand-up show and I lost someone to cancer and the comedian did a cancer joke and 90 times, like everyone in the audience laughed, but I was like, I lost someone to cancer. I didn't think it was funny. Am I supposed to like stand up, shout like, I'm leaving, guys? Because that wasn't funny. You can't joke about this. Am I supposed to be that person? I was like,
Oh.
no. It's like, I find this hurtful, but it was a joke. Okay, move on.
Yeah, because the context really matters. You're getting drunk, you're at a party, you're telling jokes. It's nothing personal, kid.
But some people choose to take offense. And it's like, feel super privileged. The world revolves around them. It's like, no, Mr. or Miss Karen. No. What's the guy equivalent of Karen? What's...
Karen,
Do we...
you're just a Karen.
Carl.
I
Are you
don't
a
think so.
Carl? I don't know.
I think you're just a Karen.
Are we
But
going
let's
to move on? Yeah.
Let's move back to the Chinese missile.
Oh yeah, you barely mentioned the Chinese
Yeah.
missile.
So
You
you
can
didn't
rant on about race. Yeah.
You didn't hear about the new Chinese missile?
No.
Or a
nothing.
space project? No,
Space project.
Yeah, I'll get to that. In the world we have like missiles that can carry nuclear stuff. You can send them from America to China. And
Oh yeah, we got
everywhere.
lots of those.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
And they go really high orbit and then come back down again. And
Yep.
most major power countries have defenses against these missiles. Whereas China now just developed and tested a new missile, which went low orbit around the world and missed the target by only 38 kilometers.
Missed its test target, I hope.
Yeah, test target, yes. And they really shocked America and stuff, and they don't have defenses against these missiles. And that's not good, I think. With all the tension in the China Sea towards Taiwan and whatnot, Tibet and whatever, Hong Kong, everything, moving around this. So, and if they are now developing, because China is not part of any like nuclear deals or whatever, like to have less of nukes and such. Like Russia and America has those deals to not produce new atomic weapons and stuff, and get rid of old ones. China is not included in these deals, so they just do their own thing, just like North Korea, who also just tested a new missile the other week.
Well, I'm not afraid of North Korea. China's real more threat.
Yeah,
like size-wise and power-wise.
Yeah.
Technology-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now I'm stealing a topic from Ukasnet because I think the world is going under. Like, really, really fast now.
Based on this, or this and other things?
Yeah, this and other things. How much does an graphic card cost? Like the top end?
Like a computer part.
Yeah.
2 or 3 times the retail price. That's what they actually are available for.
Yeah, but why?
Because of market demand.
Yeah, and haven't you felt this anywhere else?
Yeah, throughout like a lot of things. Some due to COVID, some due to this and that. Just like natural demand has risen for a lot of things. Like construction materials, like lumber, for example, has also risen in price, like dramatically, just because of shortage and
Yeah, there's a lot of shortage now on everything.
Yep.
And China is sitting on a lot of these materials, and they are getting shortage too. Everybody is getting shortage, you understand?
Yep.
And the Chinese economy is about to burst. Because they... Yeah, that is a fucking bubble.
Yeah.
And when that bubble bursts, I think the war is coming.
The war is coming.
Yeah.
Wow.
World War III, you're talking about.
Or they're going so bankrupt they cannot fight. But if China goes bankrupt, everyone else go bankrupt as well.
Yeah, it's like we're dependent on China. Holy shit. And China is dependent on us.
And China is getting scary.
Us, as in the rest of the world, I guess. Yeah, what if... just thinking back to the missile thing. What if an alien super dictator just arrived in orbit around Earth and just said like, hey, you, those missiles are bad. And I was just like, I was like, hey, stay in order, stay in line, do good, okay? It's like, oh, who's the baddest in this topic? Like, oh, you're doing bad.
But you say like, do good. What is good? Like good for me, good for you.
In the alien mastermind's super educated opinion.
But how are we supposed to know what he considers good or bad?
What?
Maybe it's maybe it's a super AI. I don't fucking know. Just like,
hey, that can enforce everything.
Perhaps it would remove problems with like
Surgical
just
strikes.
going back to the where in Islam it's illegal to be gay. It's like, what power does the rest of the world have to enforce change there? We have no power to change the laws in some other country, some other religion. Who has that power? Nobody. That's a huge problem. Someone needs the supreme power. We need the super dictator. The world dictator. That's what we need.
We do not need a fucking super dictator. We don't need a dictator. We just need countries to stick within the borders.
It would enforce a lot of new problems, but it would solve a lot of others as well.
This is some villain super shit.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you know what you got, but you don't know what you're gonna get. And I think you want to have the devil you know. Instead of a devil you don't know, because at least
I'm all about this. Come on, let's bring more freedom. America, save us!
More freedom? That's not in line with my super dictator opinion.
Yeah, but that is what they say. That is what we say when we carpet bomb them.
Oh.
Freedom!
I'm all for freedom, but I think countries need to stay within their own borders. Just keep doing their thing.
Liberty!
Like in Islamic countries, they're going to keep stoning gay people. Is that okay?
No,
I don't think so. But
they need.
How can we change this? How the fuck can we change this? There is no way.
They need to sort things out for their own. Like,
North Korea. The easiest solution.
They stick within their own borders. Every country should do that.
No, the easiest solution is to move.
Where?
To Western countries.
You make it sound. Isn't that like a huge refugee influx you're referring to now?
Well, if you're tired of getting stoned because your religion says you're gay, then you probably should move out of there.
Yeah, but we already have too many.
I think everybody knows that, and that's why we have refugees.
And
because of human rights, because of wars,
too many refugees.
Because of conflict.
No, but
for God's sakes.
No, because the refugees, they're not running away because they're getting stoned because they're gay. No, they're running away because they are doing other things, and then they come over to us, and then they're stoning our gays.
What?
When has there been an offensive stoning of a gay person in Norway?
No, but I can imagine that will happen sooner rather than later.
That we will have a stoning of someone in Norway.
Yeah, because it's
stoned to death.
Yeah, because it's culture appreciation.
We're trying to satisfy other cultures. We're trying to make everyone happy, so we employ their culture into mix it with our own.
We need to sacrifice some gays a year, right? To keep the toll up.
So we need some death by stoning, we need some Black Lives Matter, we need some Black Lives Don't Matter, we need some fucking hell. What the fuck?
Yeah, this is culture appreciation.
But you say if they don't like things where they are, just move. Where are we supposed to move then when we don't like things how they're turning out here?
Then you make change.
Yeah, but can't the other people also just make change in their countries? Like, the solution for stoning is move to a different country, and then you have a problem in your country, so make a change. Well, why didn't the other people make a change over where they come from?
Because they get killed there.
Oh, this just reminds me of the song by... I don't know if it's a cover song. It's called... Yes, it is a cover song, I'm pretty sure. It's called Land of Confusion. And the version I'm thinking of is covered by Disturbed. And one of the lines in there is like... there's too many people making too many problems in the land of confusion. I was like, yeah, we're too many people with too many opinions, and everyone's opinion is the right one, so who the fuck is right, actually? So...
Well, I think that not stoning gay people is a right opinion.
Yeah.
Can I disagree about
so
it?
As well. I think so as well. But a super
disagree.
Islamic believer thinks that's the right choice. Exactly. In that person's mind, that's the right opinion.
Okay, do we need to agree with him?
We don't. And if we had a global vote I think they would be voted down. But the problem is, we don't. We don't have a global vote. We have a country vote. We can't vote within other countries' borders.
We can, if we get...
That's why we need a super dictator.
No, that is why we need more freedom, more liberty. Just go in there and occupy it. Conquer it.
Just invade.
Yeah, just invade.
No.
I bet there's some oil there. Come on, America.
That worked well for Afghanistan.
Yeah, but the problem is they didn't...
20-some year war.
Yeah, but the problem is they didn't do it thorough enough. They needed to raise everything with the ground.
Wow.
And
That's not a super villain opinion that I don't know.
No,
just level the country, the whole entire country,
the whole regime, and build it with your own people. Not do not give them any leeway.
Holy shit! What is this podcast? Jesus.
No, because they tried. Oh, they can they can run their own country. We should not be here. We're not conquerors. We are liberators. That's the problem. You need to be a conqueror.
Wow, rough.
We need more Genghis Khans. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, we need more rulers. Not more rulers.
Super rulers or super
rulers.
Dictators.
Super dictators. Yeah, come on, America, do your thing.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'll do close off this podcast with saying the world is going to shit. I don't know if it's ending, but it most certainly is going to shit in multiple levels with war, shortages. Yes, and the LGBTQ, gay rights, Black Lives Matters,
All the rights.
Yeah, all the rights. Politically correctness is destroying everything.
Censorship. It's like, oh.
Yeah, stop censoring good things.
Stop censoring anything. Jesus.
Yeah, him he should censor.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think.
I think religions has a little to do in this day and age, but okay.
Religion didn't get us to the moon.
No,
No, but they
Pray,
No,
we didn't
but they-
cross our fingers and pray to God that we got to the moon, and lo
No,
and behold,
but-
we got to the moon. It
No, but
was
they got-
science and mathematics.
But they got us to stone the gays.
That it did.
The
So
belief
got us to-
made us as people do it.
And it made us go to Islam.
So
And has
religion
made-
bad, science good, except when
We're trying to make Islam isn't the only bad here. Christianity is bad. Did you remember how Norway became Christianized?
Yeah, but
The Crusades?
I think we need a new crusade.
Crusade Knights is like, become Christian or die. I was like, that happened. So
Yeah,
Christianity isn't any fucking better. So,
No,
you know.
religions in general should just be swept away.
No, we could do that as well down in
Down the
Afghanistan.
road, down in your regime.
Yeah, we
It
can
will
go.
be-
We can go to Egypt. Say, become really religious, become Christian or die. I
a
think we
new
need
crusade. What would that fucking help?
more. If we got more
it-
Christianity, it would be better as a whole.
No, it wouldn't.
No, because we are
Christianity
not.
doesn't like gay peoples either. So like
Don't
religion.
but we are
replace,
Yeah, but when
don't
did-
replace religion with religion. Replace
Yeah,
religion with
With science.
science.
No,
Science.
Hold, you're going so far ahead. Because
What?
because how did we get here?
My mom and dad fucked. That's how
Yeah.
I got here.
Same thing.
How did you get
And biology happened, and boom, I was born. Not because of Adam and Eve, but I was born.
No, but that's oh my fucking
Science,
god!
biology.
You're missing the fucking point.
What are you getting at? What are you getting at?
How could you become so liberate about speaking down on religion?
I don't know. Information?
Science
No.
and information flow.
Yeah, and that is. It came from Christianity, right? Because they do not get this grip on your balls that Muslim does.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Well-
you need to take this in stages, right? You cannot just say, here's science, bitch. No, you need to say, here's
Okay, so your
Christianity.
opinion is that, well, you have to remember some people are super religious
Yeah,
in
and-
Christianity as well. And
Yeah.
if you're in that family, there is no other option. And I
Yeah,
think
but
it could be
then-
the same in Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam. It could be like some people consider themselves Islamic, but they're not like super enforcing of everything. It's like
No,
there's middle grounds in everything, I think.
Yeah, but we need zealots to fight for us. Yes.
Zealots?
Let the
You mean temple
scientists
knights?
do that.
Yeah, those super Christians. They need to fight for us, right? The super devout. Because they are like, yeah, us against them. 100%. Let's go.
You're
We
about
need
to get-
that.
you're about-
I'm still firm on my opinion. Don't fight religion with religion. Fight religion with science.
Yeah,
That's
and
my firm opinion.
how is that working?
For me, I don't know. I believe in science, so I guess the science side won for me.
Oh,
I can't speak for the rest of the people in this world. So
well,
Do you think,
how many gays have Christianity murdered the last year?
I don't know. And are you getting like how many gay people has Islamic belief killed off
Yeah.
or stoned to death? It's
Yeah.
like,
don't have
probably a
any
lot
numbers
more.
on that as
Yeah,
well, but
probably a lot more. So,
Yeah, so,
okay. Is that your argument? Your argument? What's the
The
reasoning?
point.
I guess your
Yeah.
point. That's your point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess Islamic beliefs has killed more gay people than Christian
Last year.
beliefs.
This last year.
Yeah, this last year. Yeah, I think I can stand behind that opinion. Yep.
Yeah, and then isn't Christianity better than anything else?
Well, in
some ways it is because we have Christmas.
Yeah, and we have bacon.
Oh yeah, that's the main point. We have bacon. That's
That's when you know
So-
a religion is wrong and bullshit. It's when it tells you what you can and cannot eat.
that's the
Well,
when your religion enforces your diet.
Yeah.
well, it really depends because I believe that at some
Just
point.
watch when veganism becomes a religion.
It will never be. You can call it a cult.
Speaking of vegans, just read now that cow meat is probably getting or becoming a luxury item in a short span of time.
Oh, because of shortages?
No, because the prices are going up, way up. Because due to the climate changes and stuff, they will not be producing as much cow meat as they used to. And it will be more natural cows and not like super fed cows that grows to be super big.
Super fast.
Yeah,
that
super
is.
fast to
Yeah.
get more meat faster. No, now it will be natural cows that get slaughtered and you get natural meat. And it will be a lot...
At a slower rate and you get less meat.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
will be more expensive, and that will be like the other kinds of expensive meat that you buy once in a while. So you'll be eating.
I guess that's
But
out
why
of
are?
our control. We just have to live with the
Yeah,
changes.
but
and
why?
Adapt. We just
But-
said because of
Change-
shortages and
Yeah, but
Changes
what?
climate changes.
The
The
climate
main
changes.
reason for this, yeah.
So that we cannot feed our super cows.
No,
Or cannot
because
breed
they
them.
they poop more and produce more of the bad gases. That affects the climate.
Yeah.
Well,
See now the world is doing changes in the wrong places. Like, what the fuck? It's cows.
well, I understand the reasoning, but isn't PETA going to do something about this? Because
Aren't they gonna love this?
no, because we are not.
We are
Yeah.
not fattening up our cows anymore. We are killing a lot less of them. That's just what PETA stands for.
Yeah, but we get less cows in general then.
That we do, but we get natural cows.
Is this a good or bad thing? Do we eat a lot of cow meat?
For meat lovers, it's a bad thing. And we, as meat lovers, have to adjust and live with it, I guess, because we can't do anything about it. We can shout and scream all we want, but...
Cow meat is a lot better than pig, for sure. But it already is more expensive than like meat from pigs.
Yeah, but,
so,
but
I eat more of that anyways, but
I find myself trying to eat more healthy meat. Just try to, at least. Like, for my own sake. Just not like the price sake, but for my own sake.
Meat from cows are a lot better. So we should produce more of it, not less of it.
Is it better taste-wise or health-wise?
Taste-wise, of course.
Yeah.
It tastes a lot better.
I mean, like, all red meats are like the kind of the unhealthiest you can for your own health.
It's a lot of protein in it. It's good for you.
Yeah, I guess, but
yeah, of course.
I
don't eat it all the fucking time. You need to eat your fish and your chicken.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Everything else.
Try to eat.
No, not try to. I do eat a lot of everything, but I prefer cow meat instead of pig.
Pork.
Yeah.
What's the difference between pork and pig? It's the same thing, I think. Yeah.
It's mainly the same. Anyways, with that. If you, our listeners, have anything to tell us, ask us, wants to give us tips to something we can talk about, you want to give us your love or your hate, send us a mail at tipsywednesday@gmail.com, write to us in our Facebook group, Tipsy Wednesday. Remember to follow us on Instagram and Twitter and join our Discord server.
Yes. And the Discord server is definitely where we're most active. So
and follow our YouTube while we're at
it. Tipsy Wednesday podcast. Links are in the description.
Yeah, and hit the bell icon and everything down here, and share,
hit the bell,
and subscribe,
subscribe, share, do everything.
Yes, and with that, goodbye, people.
Bye.
Goodbye.